Welcome back to another episode of CGC Boys and Girls, and today we have the latest iteration of the Ecoboost Mustang. Yes, boys and girls, we're taking a break from KDM, JDM, and the German boys, and we're bringing it on home to America, baby. Because we like to highlight practical and fun vehicles here on the channel, we end up talking about hot hatches and sedans a lot, which are four bangers. But because of that, I've received a lot of comments about the Ecoboost Mustang, which is also a four banger turbo. And people seem to be very, very excited about this new Mustang. Not the old 6-speed auto Mustang, but this new quick shifting 10-speed Mustang. Recently, I was in New Orleans for a wedding and I had an opportunity to grab one. So I said, you know what? Why the F not? The Ecoboost Mustang features a 2.3-liter twin-scroll turbo that is very similar to the one found in the hyper-aggressive Ford Focus RS. But before we talk about the motor and the transmission, let's start with a little background. The most recent iteration of the Ford Mustang is the 6th generation, or the S550, which was launched back in 2015. Somebody fact check me on this, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. The 6th generation version of the Ford Mustang was the first one with an independent rear suspension. Guys, Ford, you guys basically had us driving a pickup truck until 2015 in car form. That's pretty inexcusable, but I guess we're here now. Like the design of the 6th generation Mustang, they managed to make it futuristic looking while keeping some prior design elements from the very first generation Mustang. And as we all know now, the most distinguishable feature is probably the tri-bar taillights in the rear of the vehicle. At the time of launch, there were 3 motors available. First was the 3.7-liter V6 Cyclone, the 2.3-liter i4 Ecoboost, and finally the 5-liter V8 Coyote. 2018, the Mustang was redesigned with a new front end, a new dashboard, and a widely popular 10-speed automatic transmission. Moving on to the exterior of the vehicle, today before you we have a 2020 Ecoboost Premium Convertible Mustang. Base price for the fastback for these starts at around $27.5K. However, when you get a premium model and also a premium convertible model and also add on the 10-speed automatic, this thing comes to a whopping almost $40,000. The cheapest way to probably spec this vehicle while also having good performance is probably a fastback premium model with a 10-speed automatic, and that would run you about $34K. And yes, I know you could just get a 6-speed manual and it would be $1,600 cheaper, but that's not what the people want. The people want to flap through their flappy paddle gearboxes. Now, back to the exterior. The Mustang has a timeless look, and I'm really feeling the rear end of this car. Tri-bar taillights still look really, really cool, and the proportions of this pony car are simply spot on. The hood having functional air vents is also a very cool touch, and the premium package gets you these high gloss 18-inch black wheels that we previously spoke about, which also are wrapped in 235 tires. Not the widest tires, but they'll have to do. Finally, the soft top convertible does also manage to keep most of the roofline of the fastback. Nothing annoys me more, boys and girls, than soft top convertibles that absolutely annihilate the roof lines of cool looking coupes. It's like, dang man, we already know that convertibles are slower cars anyway because they're usually heavier. But do they also have to be slower and uglier? Moving on to the interior, this is probably my favorite part about the Ford Mustang Ecoboost. I never thought I would have said that about a Ford. I have seen some atrocious looking interiors in the past from Ford. I am looking at you, Ford Fiesta ST and Ford Focus ST. Thank the car gods that finally Ford was able to put together a functional flowing interior for this Ecoboost Mustang. Now, of course, none of these materials are exotic, but they are nice to touch, and they do appear as they are above average quality. And I absolutely love these toggle switches. They're so cool. It gives you functionality for your hazard lights, traction control, steering response, and also drive modes that come with the premium package. Premium package also gets you a leather wrapped interior with heated and cooled seats. Also get alloy pedals, a 9-speaker audio system, and changeable ambient light with my color. Ambient my color lighting is so very cool. It allows you to customize your ambient lighting to pretty much any color. And this gives you not only a sense of personality and style, but also a very futuristic look for the inside of the interior. Wrapping up the interior, I have a very small pet peeve about the convertible top. You actually have to lock it and unlock it with this very rudimentary style handle. The handle itself is okay, but its lack of notifications is kind of weird, right? Like, it doesn't give you any notification that you have actually locked or unlocked the roof, which is fine, I guess, in a regular car, but this is a $40,000 premium packaged car. I know I'm nitpicking a little bit, guys, but it just seems a little bit cheapo, man. I'm paying 40 grand for this car. Can I get at least a chime or something so I know the thing is locked? Time for the people section, the performance section. 2.3-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder turbo motor was launched alongside the 2.0-liter EcoBoost, which was the second iteration of that motor back in 2015. Both motors are very similar and are sourced. Their architecture is sourced from a Mazda L engine. They also share the same bore size and deck height. However, the 2-liter EcoBoost has a semi-closed deck, while the 2.3-liter has an open deck. A couple of videos ago, I incorrectly stated that the 2-liter EcoBoost had an open deck, and my God, was my comment section on fire. The Ford boys came for me in full force. But you know, it's good to see that you all are actually paying attention, man, and keeping me on my toes, man. Keeping me on my toes. I also suspect that why people so vehemently deny the differences between the 2-liter EcoBoost and the 2.3-liter EcoBoost is that actually the 2.3-liter had a good amount and fair share of problems when it was in the Ford Focus RS. So of course it would make sense that people would be trying to distance themselves from this motor. Now, allegedly the issue with the 2.3-liter and what happened is that the head gasket would always leak and then eventually go. The reason this happened allegedly is that Ford actually installed the wrong head gasket for a lot of Ford Focus RSs. They used the Mustang 2.3-liter EcoBoost head gasket instead. Now, even though these 2.3-liter EcoBoosts are similar in both the Ford Focus RS and the Mustang of that time, allegedly the Ford Focus RS has more cooling passages. Therefore, you need a unique head gasket that was different than the Mustang's 2.3-liter EcoBoost.